Huge campaign to find missing body part of Hong Kong model. On February 28, police will search a landfill in the New Territories to look for the missing body parts of murdered Hong Kong, China, model Abby Choi. SCMP reports, more than 100 police will search a landfill in the New Territories, on February 28 to continue searching for the missing body parts of murdered model Abby Choi Tin Mush. Tai Tien Phuong. A source from the SCMP newspaper said that the large-scale operation was carried out after a review of security cameras near the crime scene in a village in Tai Po district, De Bo, showed that a suspect was transferring cars. Bags from the apartment where Abby Choi's body parts were found to a nearby garbage collection area. The video captures the movements on February 22, a day after the 28-year-old model was reported missing. A skull and several ribs believed to belong to the victim were discovered in a large pot of soup confiscated in the house in Lung Mei Tsuen on February 24. The woman's leg was also found in the house. Only the body and hands of the victim have yet to be found. It's possible the bags contained her clothes, the victim's body parts or other evidence, said an insider familiar with the case. He said that the collected garbage was sent to the Northeastern New Territories landfill in Ta Kwu Ling. According to the source, the police contacted the relevant authorities to narrow down the search area at the scene. An excavator can be deployed to dig up the relevant area before the police conduct a search, the source said. Over the weekend, police conducted searches at a cemetery in Tsiung Kwan O and in sewers in Lung Mei Tsuen, but to no avail. Abby Choi's family members are expected to identify body parts at the Fushan Morgue in Sha Tin on February 28. 4 former family members arrested in connection with the murder have been remanded in custody without bail. The 4 men appeared in court on February 27 on charges of murder and perverting the course of justice. Choi's ex-husband, Alex Kwong Kong Chi, his parents and brother were escorted to Kowloon Court a few days after the brutal murder. Kwong, 28 years old, his father Kwong Kao, 65 years old, and brother Anthony Kwong Kong Kid, 31 years old, are accused of killing Abby Choi on February 21. Mother, 63, Jenny Lee Sui Hyung faces charges of perverting the course of justice for allegedly destroying evidence against her during a police investigation on February 23. The court heard Anthony Kwong was Abby Choi's personal chauffeur and was living with her retired father in a government-subsidized apartment in Tsuen Wan at the time of the murder. This person's mother, also retired, and Abby Choi's ex-husband is unemployed, living separately. The defendants showed no apparent reaction when the court clerk read the charges. The defendants were not required to speak, other than to confirm that they understood the allegations. High Court prosecutor Brian Lai Tak Ki has applied for a 10-week adjournment for further investigation, including a forensic examination of evidence seized from the village house and an investigation into the records of a mobile conversation. Actions of the defendants. He said Alex Kwong is also wanted by the district court in connection with a 2015 theft case, where he was released on bail for 3 months before trial. The ex-husband, who lives in a luxury apartment in Kowloon, was arrested along with 6-digit cash and a multi-million-dollar watch at Tung Chung Ferry Terminal on February 25. There were all indications that the defendant was preparing to fly from Hong Kong, the prosecutor said. Acting Chief Judge Peony Wong Na Yan has scheduled the next hearing for May 8 and has brought Alex Kwong to District Court for February 28. The trio facing murder charges did not apply for bail, as murder suspects can only file before a high court judge. Lee's application for provisional release was denied after further outcry. A 5th suspect was previously arrested in connection with the case. Authorities believe the 47-year-old woman, surnamed NG, who has yet to be charged, rented an apartment in Tsim Sha Tsui to hide Abby Choi's ex-husband before he was arrested. As of the evening of February 27, This person is still being detained for questioning.